Theresa May has been raking it in on the public speakers circuit, with this year's earnings alone topping the £1 million mark, according to the latest MP's Register of Financial Interests, with the announcement sparking confusion on social media. The register reveals the former Prime Minister was the MP who has earned the most from a second job in 2020. The document shows payments are made to her own company, called the Office of Theresa May, from which she takes home £85,000 a year for a minimum of 24 hours work per month, which works out at just under £300 per hour. According to Mrs. May's declaration, the remainder of the cash is used to pay staff, maintain her ongoing involvement in public life and support her charitable work. Following the earnings this year, the entry in the register says, from the 1st of September 2020 until further notice, the Office of Theresa May Limited pays me £85,000 a year for speaking engagements, with an expected commitment of 24 hours a month. According to the document, which outlines Mrs. May's employment and earnings, the largest payment she received was for £160,370 from U.S. investment bank J.P. Morgan Chase for 2 speaking events which did not take place because of the coronavirus pandemic. Organizers say the events will be rescheduled. The Maidenhead MP was also paid £136,000 in September for speaking at the World Knowledge Forum in South Korea. In February, she received 2 payments of £115,000 for making speeches at Dubai Women's Establishment event and a Structured Finance Association event in Washington. And in early March, she was paid £115,000 for speaking at Brown University in Rhode Island and another £115,000 for delivering a keynote speech at Trinity University in Texas. Other payments include £101,169 from World 50 in Atlanta, £96,000 from PricewaterhouseCoopers and £46,750 from the Telmex Foundation in Mexico. Her speaking events are organized by the Washington Speakers Bureau, from which she received a £190,000 signing bonus when she joined the agency's books last December. Mrs. May, like all other MPs, earns a basic salary of £79,468 a year. The size of her income from public speaking engagements was met with astonishment by some social media users. One tweeted, "The worst speech giver in UK political history? Why are people paying for it? What are her speeches about? How I pandered to Donald Trump, or how I pandered to the hard right with my Brexit policies, or how not to give a political speech." Another said, "This is the whole thing. They can't lose. They do a bad job, they still get hugely rewarded. Businesses will always pay for their perceived access. This is across both sides of the political spectrum. We are being completely mugged off."